Oh yeah, my brother, this change now yawa. We don't do this suffer. Pray God for Nigeria. Oh yeah, my sister, this comment now yawa. You don't do this suffer. We pray God for Nigeria. After the election, where them do, we still wait to see the change. Cause all the promise where they make, try don't they be like saying a fake you. I wear the money, where the food. Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, the tears and pain, we don't tire to complain. See us economy just the fall. But it's just the travel around the world. I be your office there for sky. When your time for working, they take in the fly.
It's okay, off the mic, it's okay. She off the mic,
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power. Over naira. See them talk say make we off mic. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Aha, na him una don hear o. Adi Maiyegun ma wí, Maiyegun diary. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary. Maiyegun diary Politico.
Help me call all the Lagos Abobakus. Tell them Maiyegun today. Go and tell the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris. Tell them, tag them, call them if you have to call them on the phone.
Maiyegun lawamo dododo. Maiyegun diary. Ani ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you very much. Share the broadcast, yeah. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live. How many of you remembered when Omoyele Sowore was on MaiyegunsDiary Politico last year? And then we talk about so many things. And then he told us, and he said, do you know that part of those they are looking at that could succeed Bokwari is Goodluck Jonathan. That is Goodluck Jonathan. The man that many people believed that he was forced, pressurized, threatened for him to concede defeat. Well, at some point, so many people felt like, no, it's impossible. No. Shey Jonathan will now decamp to APC. My friend, forget it's not going to happen. So, indeed, maybe it was too early to say it when we said it. Well. Today, since the Kalu of Bodilon is consulting already, yeah? They said the Kabbalah, the people that will decide who will be your president, as usual, they are looking at your Goodluck Jonathan. And for the first time, I have seen the PDP lapdogs reacting to it. Now, it seems that it is becoming real. So, what I'm going to do tonight is going to be storytelling. It's called political storytelling. And it is very important to connect all the, connect all the dots so that you can at least be like us. People that cannot be swayed, deceived, manipulated by political happenings in Nigeria, which made many people to believe that maybe if that one comes in, or maybe if that person you know what I mean? Maybe Nigeria will get better. You see, the reason why many people like us are not really swayed, are not easily deceived, and somehow or emotionally manipulated. This is why political storytelling, PDP lapdogs, Buharidins and the Buharididins, the cyber barbarians, many of them, in order to feel good, my friends, they are going to call this broadcast a lie because it is easier for them to live in denial of it until it happens. But who cares? We'll still talk. The Wahala started in 2010 when Goodluck Jonathan decided, after the death of Umaru Yar'Adua, he decided to run for office again when those who believed that they were the power that be, the kingmakers in PDP, Atiku, Saraki, and so many of them like that, who felt like it, and including Kwakwanso, who felt like it was an insubordination, an act of ungratefulness. That was why Jonathan couldn't just complete that 11 months or 1 year or 13 months that was left in Yar'Adua's regime. So they decided to say, okay, you know what? If he has to contest in 2011, we are going to derail him. We are not going to let that happen. So Atiku, you remember Atiku left PDP. And Goodluck Jonathan was said to have agreed to spend 1 term
But there was something behind the scene that eventually saw to the emergence and the victory of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, despite the scheme or the scheming of the likes of Atiku in 2011. Remember that back then, Boko Haram, Malamu, Isa Pandemic, Isa Funtua, Abba Kyari, and this rest of these guys, they are in CPC. And they all claim to always have their 12 million voters always ready. But Jonathan cut a deal that changed the narrative or changed the game for him in 2011. But that deal that he cut was with no other person other than Jaga Bandit, the Jaga Wiri, the Jaga Adit, the Asiwaju Awon Ole, Asiwaju Awon Agbero, Asiwaju Awon Atole, Tinubu of Bodilon. He had a deal there with Jonathan. That was the moment that Tinubu started picturing himself becoming president of Nigeria. That was the genesis of when Tinubu felt like he could become president of Nigeria. It was that closeness or that encounter with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Cut the long story short, Tinubu made his money, over $2 billion. Goodluck Jonathan Ebele got his what do you call it? He got his presidency. But from that moment, Tinubu started looking for ways, means. Should I collaborate? I can't collaborate with PDP openly. I can't decamp to PDP. I mean, what if we decide to work with other person? Because this guy, this Jonathan, he doesn't look like somebody who actually understands this power. Especially the way, he came cap in hand to me because of 2011. And with that underground, even though in the open, Tinubu was considered as one of the opposition to PDP. Do you understand? Cut the long story short, that was when Tinubu and Boko Haram and Atiku, Saraki, Kwakwanso, and the rest of all of them, they eventually mobilized from PDP to join Tinubu, to join Boko Haram. This is how they came back. I mean, they all came together. Tinubu was looking for a sort of a vehicle that he could use, manipulate, right? Even if he had to be a vice president to somebody, then he could one day become president. That was what pushed him to Boko Haram. The same Boko Haram that Tinubu publicly said he is a divisive personality. If Boko Haram should become Nigeria president, Nigeria will divide. Tinubu once said that about Boko Haram. But the moment he had a close encounter with the Aso Rock, where Aso Rock was begging him that you see that your votes in Southwest, whatever you want to do, please, we need it. We don't know the surprise. We don't know the betrayal that will come from the PDP members from the northern Nigeria. But if you can help, that gave him that close idea that, wow, oh boy, no wahala, get this one. So in 2012, a year after they had their deal, Jonathan had this presidency, and then Tinubu had this $2 billion. The rest of those who had their own share, they got their money. Everybody was happy. A year after that, that was when they started Occupy Nigeria, Save Nigeria group. Now, ambition is the primary thing for all of this. So Tinubu and gang, they decided to weaponize that protest for fuel subsidy removal. You know the story. So in order for them to test this guy that just became president, this one no get deliver. That was when they started with Jonathan. Why they were doing that? In PDP, Atiku and gang who returned back to PDP, they decided that Jonathan was weak. Okay? And since he had no real electoral value. And let me tell you something, You see these guys, this northern political rogue, plus the southern political rogue, they know one thing. You can brag, you can talk, you can say, you can do blah, 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 even before they know your political worth. They know that none of your political leaders can walk around the southern Nigeria, and garner a vote and garner 10 million votes. They know, none of them. Tinubu cannot get 10 million votes anywhere. None of your southern politicians have the courage to manipulate election that will deliver 10 million votes to single of them. They know it. So you are not really any threat to them. So in PDP, Atiku, who couldn't be patient anymore. He wanted to be president. He had the money. To him, he had the money. Tinubu doesn't have what Atiku had. That's what they believe, right? So what happened? They wanted Jonathan not to contest. Obasanjo wanted Sule Lamido to be president. He didn't want Atiku. When the oath, and meanwhile, Jonathan want to go again. The power, those who gave him the structure said no. Now, this is where things get interesting. Oh. This is exactly where things get interesting now, right? So within PDP, where they felt like if Jonathan should run, they are ready, what? To destroy the entire party. Meanwhile, Jonathan on his own mind was like, I am going to run. If we lose, we will destroy the party entirely. Now, they are both there, but Jonathan had the upper hand. You know what happened? Atiku couldn't wait for another 4 years of Jonathan. Saraki and Koda couldn't wait for 4 years of Jonathan. Kwakwanso and gang, what did they do? That was when they became friends with Tinubu. And you know that the jihadists, they have never shied away from what they believed in. Okay? Boko Haram had his base, and he still has his base. They said there are 12 million voters. You know, they change, you know, they increase, you know, they reduce. 12 million. So if you want to make any deal with me, you are coming to make a deal with the devil. They all knew, but they were all ready to dine with the devil to send the Jonathan away. Now, that is when the betrayer comes in. Now, the Atiku that couldn't wait for 4 years, they all had the ambition that, okay, you know what we're going to do? We are going to start a party, and then we are going to ask for convention or something, Congress, to elect the presidential candidates. Now, at that point, we can then, if Atiku grab the party ticket, Atiku will just be the candidate, like he did when he joined Tinubu in AC. Remember, Action Congress, AC. So the ambition now brought all of them together. It wasn't because they wanted Nigeria. Remember, Boko Haram, the jihadist, that one has been, he's been contesting for about 3 times, and he lost. Tinubu, who saw a sort of a gap, that if whatever it's going to take, it's probably going to take just 4 years. I can be deputy to anybody from northern Nigeria. If I am vice to anybody from northern Nigeria, if that person finished, then it will be me. Then I will be closer to that. You know what I mean? They call him political genius. That's what they call Tinubu. So that was the political calculation. Let's form a party. We will partner with this and that, and then we will dominate the party, and eventually we will control the government of Nigeria, and eventually I'll become the president. Just because he met with Goodluck Egbere Jonathan in 2011 election. 2011. So Atiku that couldn't wait for Jonathan for 4 years in 2015 to 2019. That same Atiku is now waiting for 8 years from a Boko Haram, a northern president. Yeah? So now, Jonathan, when the election came, proper, after everybody don't move, they have invested their billions, they are stealing billions on Boko Haram and the APC. Propaganda here, local and international, everything. Now the election came. Those who left are those you saw. There were those who stayed back in PDP, including the party chairman. You remember Muazu, the party chairman. You remember the party, the INEC chairman appointed by Goodluck Egbere Jonathan. So those who are within, PDP within, when the election was going on, Jonathan too, many of them who have made deals with APC. Some of his ministers, they've made deals with APC. They are waiting, they were ready to what? To sacrifice him. You know what happened? As many people were waiting, that even some of you, the zombies, the Buhari idiots, that they told you that Jonathan will end up in jail. with what they told you he did, the money they stole. You remember they told you his wife, Peshe? They told you that his wife, our corruption was so bad, that she now owned vessels on Nigerian IC. Our corruption is so bad that when you are picking those who are behind the oil bunkering in Niger Delta, you will see Patience Jonathan. All those things they told you. Jonathan will end up in jail. His wife will be his wife. Everybody will end up blah, 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 blah. Do you know what Jonathan did? He himself did not consult with his own party. He just picked up the phone. Hello, Bukwari. Congratulations, you have won. Oh yeah, you've won. Maybe you thought you want to finish everything. Yeah, now. Now, those who claim to be the party leaders, secretly, it can't be like say Jonathan took the shine off them. He took the shine off them. So suddenly, Jonathan just suddenly became a hero. Hey, which guy, man, look at this guy. He conceded. Jonathan, you know what I mean? That was the moment, Jonathan's immunity forever got installed. Forever. While those who are his party members, those who collected money during election, those who collected money from Dasuki, they started hunting them everywhere. But the man that gave them the money, the man that gave them the money, the man they used the money to work for, the man was walking about. They call him Nigeria envoy, peace envoy to some African countries. He will fly there. He will fly back. He will go to Abuja, go inside that old rock, talk to Bokwari, fly back to Bayelsa. He will just go there, go relax. And the people who collected money, who wanted to make him president in 2015, they were hunting them down, hunting them everywhere. Where are they? This one collected money. Yeah, pick him. Fanny Kayo, they collected. No, yeah, pick him. What is that guy name? Their PDP spokesperson. While Jonathan was walking about. But do you know where things are even going to be more interesting? Inside the in-house, they discovered that, okay, let me put it this way. So when Bokwari came to power, all of the political calculation of Tinubu, all of the political calculation of Atiku, Saraki and the rest of them, everything blew up on their faces. All the calculation. When Bokwari came in, first of all, bend down low. They first remove Atiku company from Apapa, from the Nigerian Port Authority, Apapa. They removed them. It was Atiku company collecting what do they call it, tax inside that port. Atiku company. Immediately APC came in, they removed it. They removed the company. Tinubu, his own camp. They did not, you know what? Because it's obvious that the people who are in charge of Bokwari's government, they are the CPC. The CPC. Bokwari's CPC from 2003. Go and check them. Except if you have not been paying attention. You now see those they picked and gave appointment to, like Fashola, Fayemi, Aregbe Mugbo, this Egun Yidi Ibadan, this Shitu. You remember that one? That was a former communication minister, the one that is always wearing gloves. That Afa that wear gloves. Tebleki, Olenio, and he's a thief. You remember him from Algeria time in Ibadan. Shitu. So when their time came for them for appointment, Tinubu, King Tinubu. Okay, let me put it this way. Tinubu's political permutation started getting scattered. Started scattering when Atiku, Saraki, Kwakwanso, and all the people who call themselves the new PDP, when they decamped and joined and formed APC, Egbekegbe. Initially, everything was fine. Muslim ticket, why not? Bokwari will be president. Tinubu will be vice president. Or more. Imagine that. Oh, imagine they call you, They call you and the breeding money coin. President, vice president. It was fine with them. The Muslim ticket, no wahala. The people who work against it, they are Saraki. Tinubu and his gang, they have already drafted list. Who is going to be the Senate president? Who is going to be the speaker? Who is going to be deputy Senate president? Who is going to be deputy speaker? Who is going to be this? Who is going to be that? Until Saraki and co, they joined them. You know the story, oh. That was the first time Tinubu's political permutation that made them to join APC. That was the first shot. 2015. They said the newly elected APC members, they want to meet the newly elected, the new president, Bokwari and his Kiara, fake Pastor Ruga. So they took them to Yar'Adua Center in Abuja. All the new members, so loyal to Tinubu, they all moved to Yar'Adua Center. They want to go and talk to Bokwari. Bokwari didn't show up in time. Saraki and co, because you know them now PDP guys, They said PDP taught APC everything they are doing now. What APC is just doing is that APC came to legalize every illegality of PDP. Shena killing, they legalized it now. They can kill you on the street, nothing will happen. It's legal. They can kidnap you, no court, anything. They kidnap you, they lock you up, no court, no nothing. It is legal. Okay? They can close your bank account because you posted something on social media, and it criticizes their government. They can shut your bank. They can, they can discipline you. They did that to Omoyele Sowore. Sowore, as you are seeing him right now, I don't even know if he's still a Nigerian citizen because Sowore has no state at some point. You remember? Thank you very much. Sorry, guys. One sec. Anyway, you know what? Give me 1 sec. 1 minute.
Malamala. Mo bojú ayé o, ayé ṣá malamala. Mo máa bojú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀. Mo máa bojú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀. Mo ní ẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́ yìí o. Kí ni dé sí Yorùbá o, ọmọ aráyé? Kí ni ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Yorùbá o, ọmọ Oòduà o? Yéyéyéyéyéyé, àwa máa ṣeun, ọ̀rọ̀ là ń bẹ. Yorùbá ń ṣera wọn nítorí owó. Yorùbá ń jìra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ nítorí ipò. Wọ́n gbẹ̀mí fáláre, wọ́n gbáre pẹ́lẹ́bí. Wọ́n kò lè kó wájà, wọ́n tún kó lóko wá mú. Ọgbọ́n tí wọ́n gbọ́n ló gbé wọn délé ọlá. Ọgbọ́n náà ló tún padà wá sí lé wọn mọ́lẹ̀ o. Àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń ṣọ̀gá lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ tún padà wá dẹni à ń fọwọ́ ti sẹ́yìn o. Yóò Yorùbá yoyoyo bí iná alẹ́. Yorùbá rúrúrú bí omi òkun. Yorùbá bàbá ni bàbá ń ṣe. Yorùbá ronú o.
So every illegality that you know with PDP, APC only came to legalize it. They came to legalize corruption. They are here to legalize stealing. They are, they've legalized everything. So these guys were waiting in Yar'Adua Center for lifeless Bokwari and Saraki and co. They were electing themselves as principal officers of the National Assembly. You know how that went to. That was the first shot at Tinubu's plan. They said no to Muslim tickets. No, it can't happen. And that's also why Tinubu will never forgive Saraki politically, or maybe, I don't know. So Jonathan didn't wait for his own party members before he decided to concede. He didn't tell anybody. He didn't consult them. So he threw them under the bus. They wanted to do the same thing to him. He did it to them. And since then, PDP has been what? They have been in disarray. Now, they are now saying that in order to further add to your mystery, add to your confusion, the Kabbalah, among other names they are considering. Oh, okay, they have other names they are considering. Oh, among other names, Jonathan's name don't come up again because Tinubu, they said they can't let Tinubu do what they are doing to Lagos, to do it with Nigeria. There are some of you, if you have a clue, do you get that now? So they are the ones telling Pastor Ruga to go and get ready. But as we speak now, like I said, PDP lapdogs, APC Egbekegbe Buhari idiots. They will say, na rumor. And I like it that way. But guess what? They are real people. Before na rumor. But now, all the PDP, the real PDP, what do you call it? Party stalwart, oh boy, they are now saying that he's going to just disgrace himself. They are reacting to it too. That is when I started believing that, oh boy, if you wake up tomorrow and Jonathan go just join APC, Papa, make you no get hypertension, oh. Make you no go kill yourself, oh. Make you no go suffocate, oh. The Nigeria politics know what anybody life, oh. And you know one thing, my own is to just warn you before it happens. Because when it happens, God forbid bad thing, man, you go forget it. What is this nonsense you are talking about? Now nonsense will come back and start making sense, oh. And by that time, you go come they look stupid and foolish, oh. And that is why I want to ask the swagger. Swagger. I know you don't like me, but I don't like you too. And we should not pretend about it. Okay? Then don't let us pretend about it. This is political conversation that I think if what we are hearing now is anything to not ignore. Kwakwanso, have you heard that Kwakwanso and some people, they have started a movement which they call third force something to rescue Nigeria. No PDP, no APC, just new people, new party, old people, you know what I mean? And some are now saying that, oh boy, last, is either the Igbin Ragbiji will find alternative and go to the old people's home that they have told him to go and retire to. Old people's home in the UK. They have already provided a place for him. Okay? Whereby they said, once he changes his mind, he should come back to the UK. Okay? They will lock him up somewhere in old people's home. And they will take good care of him. Like good care of him. Some of you will see him later and you'll be like, hey, Jonathan Tinubu be this. Oh boy. Man. Thank God though. So, or is going to join the bandwagon. Shut up your mouth. Nobody will send Tinubu out of APC. I'm not the one that want to send him out of APC. I'm just saying, if Jonathan can't show up tomorrow, if Jonathan show up tomorrow, it will come be Jonathan versus Tinubu Abi. Now, let me tell you something. APC, if they ever conduct any election for you, we are just being honest now, okay? If they ever conduct any election for you in 2023, they are going to rig it and they are going to declare themselves winner. And there is nobody, none of you, not your PDP, none of them, they will have the capacity to stop them. Don't let anybody deceive you. Usually, some of you are waiting to go and support PDP, like you thought you could do in 2019. Maybe you remember, Abi, in 2019. Let me tell you how the 2023 is for you. They are looking for people who are going to sustain the damages they have done. Okay? The killings, the crimes they have committed. You see? In this at this level that Nigeria, at this level that this APC, they have brought Nigeria to, divided, bloodied, and all of that. Yeah. Now, they will need a real kind of president or government or what have you that must still be the one that they control from behind. And some of you may not have a clue. When APC, when they wanted to take over government in Nigeria in 2015, Let me remind you what they did. First thing, they decided to infiltrate every every stage of a PDP. Then, as it was, they infiltrated them. They infiltrated every institution that mattered, including the military, including the high neck. You know what happened? They infiltrated everywhere to the point that even you, who later felt like, oh, more, with what APC have done so far, how did they manage to talk you or deceive you to condemn Goodluck Jonathan for what he did then? It was because they were able to, kind of capture what was needed to be, what were needed to be captured before the real election. Now, you see all this PDP you have, yeah? Because they are known, and PDP, APC, as they are the same, yeah? Now, the APC, they are not hiding their own brutality when it comes to what they want, okay? So, PDP, as we speak right now, I don't know, maybe they have it as well, maybe they will show you, maybe they will show you, they have no control over anything, right? And with what these guys have, I'm talking about this APC, they don't need to win your election. They don't need to win anything. They will write it, okay? And if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can go to tribunal. When you go to the tribunal, they will assemble those who are going to be in your tribunal. When you finish from your tribunal, you go to where? You go to your appeal court, Abi, or you go to High Court, or you go to Supreme Court. Everywhere you go, every step of the way, they are already waiting for you. And if you finish everywhere and you feel like, they still cheat you, you want to protest, that is where the military, the soldiers, the police and everybody will come out. And killing you is just to say, if I say you the mentor, Abi. You think that's how it works. So they are brutal, they are bloody because of what they have done. They are going to need to what? To keep the power in 2023. That's why people are now saying PDP, that you probably are looking up to, some of you. The PDP, Papa, people destroying people that you are looking up to. They are also looking up to you. It's not because they have anything to do. It's because they feel like maybe you, if you see the obvious rigging or whatever that happened in 2023, you can troop out and protest. And then maybe, you know what I mean? If you can't do that, they will tell you to wait till 2027. And as for APC, whatever that will keep what they are doing or what they have done to remain secret that way, and the agenda must continue, whoever is going to guarantee that. And as much as the power can return back to their hands as soon as possible, whoever can guarantee that is whoever they are going to push forward. And in this case, I'm asking you, if Egbere Jonathan join APC tomorrow, you, Swagger, Swagger, Ashiwaju Atole, that you are trying to drag all of us Yorubas into your selfish personal agendas and all of that, I'm asking you, what if Jonathan now join? What's going to happen? I'm asking you too, PDP, because I've been seeing reactions. So no joke. I've been seeing reactions. So you as a PDP, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? So people are now saying that this is now a game of chess. In 2015, Atiku, Saraki, Kwakwanso, Obasanjo, Tinubu, and so many people, they conspired, propaganda, everything that they could use, including violence, terrorism, to kick Goodluck Jonathan out for Boko Haram to come in. Now, Atiku want to be president. Saraki want to be president. Kwakwanso want to be president. Tinubu want to be president. So as a game of chess, using Jonathan to knock them out, it go pain pass, won't it? Jonathan won't need to do anything. It doesn't have to do anything. Then look at the irony of it. After all of your shout, all of your attack, all of your, what do you call it? all of your defense of APC, all because you are waiting for a day that you are going to see President Tinubu, the Jaga bandit, the Jaga Wiri of the Jaga, what do you call it? The Ashiwaju Awon Agberu, Ashiwaju Awon Atole of Lagos. You have been doing all of this, so defending all the killings, defending the terrorists, defending the corruption, defending the human rights abuses. You have been defending everything because you are looking for a day that Atifku, be any of these guys will be Abi. What is going to happen now if they now bring your Egbere Lantern? I want to see how you are going to feel. I know some of you are saying it is impossible. I like that. But just always remember, when this finally come to pass, just remember that on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, you heard it on this platform first. So a year ago, they said it, and it is coming to reality now. Some are saying that it's going to be defeated. Well, now you go defeat them. All of you with all your mouth. Now you go defeat them from APC, Abi. Who go defeat them? Whoever they bring up, now you go defeat them. Young people, youth, championing for their ancestors. By now, if all of you remember October 2020, NSAS, sure you remember when the days, the weeks, the month after the NSAS. You remember all these influencers, or they call them social media influencers. You remember they were talking about, this is the last time all these people are going to do this to us. We are going to form a youth party. We are going to fight these people. We're going to take over. Blah, 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 nonsense. Yes, it is the time. We are ready to fund it. We are not going to support all these old drugs anymore. We are going to fight, blah, blah. 2023, we will show them. Oh, na lie. As you are watching this video now, your influencers, they are no longer talking about a youth party. They are no longer. You remember that NSAS, NSAS protest was so good. Somebody said that if Tinubu does not win the 2023 presidential, if Tinubu does not become your 2023 president, somebody said that it will be the time to bring Remi Werekwe or Remi Surutu, senator, his wife, to make her the governor of Lagos State. I think they said no, it's not Remi. Remi is not coming to be governor. It's Sheyi. I think it's Sheyi, my namesake. Sheyi that is coming to be governor of Lagos State. So what they are thinking is that after Sanwo-Iku, right? Maybe after Sanwo-Iku, then Sheyi will come, or they are going to use Sheyi as a deputy to one of their numerous, potential lined up candidates. You see, if they allow Sanwo-Iku to do second term now, yeah. So they said Amzat. You see that Sanwo-Iku deputy, that one is going to be the next governor after Sanwo-Iku, right? But some are also saying that there's also this guy, something Remi Akinola or something. The guy is chief of staff or something. I can't remember the guy, a very young guy like that. Not so young, but with a young look. So succession plan in Lagos State is that one day soon, Sheyi Tinubu will be deputy governor, or they will just elect him as House of Rep members, and then he will go as House of Rep member. Then from there, it's just going to run for governor. But now Lagosians are also doing Lagos for Lagos right now. A lot is going on with Tinubu. That is why I laugh when they try to drag us into it that as Yorubas, we are supposed to be jumping up and down. That if Tinubu, a Yoruba man, want to be president of Nigeria, okay, jumping up and down, but we're not jumping up and down for them. You know what I mean? So, but whatever their plan is in Lagos, we'll see how far they push that. So we have the Lagos for Lagos now anyway. So you're having all the Lagos for Lagos. So the joke is on them. Last. So let's continue. So Tinubu, on the other hand, as like I said, they are already thinking that Baba said he's going to fight dirty. You get what I mean now? So fighting dirty means that if anybody come from anywhere suddenly, and they suddenly want to take what is theirs away, as they used them then in 2015, it seems as a game of chess, they are about to use somebody else against them. And it's a win-win situation for these guys, okay? If Jonathan come, it will be so depressing for some of you. I mean, I know some of you are saying that you don't wish that happen, okay? Because you believe that Asiwaju has covered everything. Asiwaju knows what he's doing. You believe so much in Asiwaju leadership and Asiwaju this and that, okay? That's your cup of tea. But you see, this is Maiyegun's diary, Politico, where political conversation have been, shared. And therefore, the players in this whole thing, why you should never, ever, ever be one of those hoping on them, thinking that they will probably make anything different. They won't make any difference, okay? But it's good to know to start with. So, if Jonathan comes back, he will only spend 4 years. So it's also a two-edged sword. Let me explain that. Maiyegun, what APC do where they want somebody to cover for them? Tell us. That's what somebody asked me. I'll tell you few. In Nigeria, there's something called the federal character. Federal character means that in everything, political office and every institution and jobs, everything that is Nigeria, when you want to share them, you share them evenly with everyone who is part of that country. But since Bukwari came, they Fulanize, they northernize the government of Nigeria. And since then, Nigeria has been like this, nose diving. They took over major institutions. For example, they took over, if you go to NNPC today, you probably will be like, I'm at Northern National Petroleum Corporation, not Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation or NNPC. When you get there, many institutions in Nigeria are now fully Fulanized, northernized. That is unfair to other parts of the country. So if somebody is coming and they say they want to heal Nigeria will mean you start naming the victims of those who just left the government. You need to name their victims. And when you name the victims, you will need to also arrest the perpetrators of those crimes, right? They have done so much damages in that regard that, for example, if they want to say, oh, we need to reform NNPC, so therefore we want to make it right. That means some of the northerners who are working in NNPC now, some of the northerners who are working in CBN now, some of the northerners who are working in some of these institutions now, they will have to go, okay? They will have to go. And doing so means declaring war on the North again, because this is where the northern Nigeria, the people from northern Nigeria survive. This is where they get what they survive from by taking over institutions, whether they are qualified or not. It doesn't really matter. Just put them there, pay them, whether they work or not, just pay them. And to make Nigeria your Nigeria work, you will need to reform all of those things. And reforming all those institutions means so many judges will be sacked, so many directors, and many people will have to go. Ordinarily, balancing things up means that the northern domination will no longer be a thing. And if you do that, that is declaration of war on the north. So they need people who are going to keep it as it is now. Don't change it. Don't do anything. Spend your 4 years and leave. But they have choice. They have different choices. That is where some of you are jumping about. Go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. As if to say you didn't get your PVC in 2019. As if to say some of you who regretted voting for change in 2015. You did not mobilize for 2019 so that you could, in a way, make up for your mistake of 2015. What happened to your voter's card? What happened to your PVC? What happened to the campaigns and every other thing? Last, you all realize that your PVC can't save you. Now, some of you are also waiting that maybe the big men, the same people who brought them to power, they can help you change them. Maybe PDP can rescue you. I have just told you now. You will find out again in 2023, like you are waiting, when you will realize that tinyiti bani, tinyiti shekini o ti bani completely. So the influencers, Twitter influencers, Twitter space influencers, you will see them. They have different opinions on Twitter when they tweet. Atiku has what it takes to be the president because he can take Nigeria economically to blah, 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 to the Dorado, the nonsense, when they tweet all the nonsense. You know, Twitter is like you talking to yourself and expecting somebody to respond. Do you know what that is, Twitter? Tweet. Like a bird. You know, a bird. Who is just a pew, 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 pew. And another bird, there are some other birds somewhere. They will just be like, pew, 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 pew. That's what Twitter is. Twitter intellectuals. And you will see them all. 5,000 retweets. 25,000 retweets. Twitter influencers. We should use our influence and mobilize the youth and fight all these old men. What nonsense. We should get a young vote. We should get a young candidate. So they are influencers. So people didn't know that they are actually marketing their trade. Your influencers today, when you go on that same Twitter, they are divided. The influencers of NSAS, youth must lead. Youth, not too young to run. You're not too young to this and that. My friend, do you know who you are talking to? That guy is a very big... shut up! Hustlers, they call themselves influencers. Hustlers in Nigeria. They are hustlers. Today, they are divided. Guess what? They are now debating. Do you know what they are debating now? Who is better between Tinubu, Atiku, Peter Obi, Saraki, Pastor Ruga? Your influencers, oh, they are discussing that on space. I mean, they call they call them spaces. I've been at space, my space. And you see them there, 2,000 people, all of them just talking, speaking grammar. But guess what, Now, so then they condition all of you. Once they now figure out that, influencer, who is going to invite Saraki? Let us invite Saraki to our space. Let us invite Atiku. Atiku, we want to ask you, what are you going to do about education in Nigeria? And then Atiku will be there talking to influencers. Influencers with 1 million followers, they will drag maybe 5,000, 2,000, or 10,000. They will drag them into the space. Then Atiku will come. All of them will be listening to Atiku or Saraki or Pastor Ruga, as if to say, these are new people. Then they will start saying, what are you going to, what did you do during your time when you are vice president on education? Then another person will be like, no. Don't let us ask him that question. We all know that a vice president cannot do anything. Okay? We all know that. Let us ask him what he's going to do. Then they'll say, what are you going to do, sir, about education in Nigeria? You see, we have an agenda, we have a program. I have a program with my team. They say, I like Atiku. I like Atiku program. Atifu's program on creating job. I love it. Your influencers, so then they influence you. Now your influencers, they tell you, youth, the same people, October 2020, who said the young people with the way they organized the NSAS, with the way they did everything, the young people are going to take over in 2023. They killed us. They shoot at us. They killed us. We will show them in 2023. Now your influencers are now telling you, my friend, forget it, Jare. Youth party cannot win anything. Let us try and support somebody in PDP so that when we chase APC away, then we can begin to, because PDP will allow the young people to be in charge. I want weary. Influencer weary. Influencer weary. I want to influence fúnra wọn weary. Òsínwín ènìyàn pàdé òsínwín influencer. Òsínwín influencers. Influencing òsínwín ènìyàn. They say, it's true. Baba, you just give facts. That's what I told people. Youth party cannot work in Nigeria. 2020, youth party will work. Because they were like, I didn't know that youth can do this. If all the youth can come together, we are going to do blah, 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 that story. Now your influencers are now telling you youth party can never win election. My friend, don't let us waste our time. Don't let us deceive ourselves. This is Nigeria. Youth cannot win. Way. Influencers. So, last, even influencers now, they are all going to be confused. All of you will be confused. The day they say Jonathan don't cross to APC, then they go change the influencing way. Then you realize that influencers, all those people they call influencers, they are hustlers. Influencing you about what? They are already positioning themselves. They are already sewing thread on Twitter. They are already doing everything everywhere on social media, telling you it is either going to be APC or PDP. 2 years ago, they were telling us that if the youth can continue with this tempo, they will change the narrative. The youth, all of them, they were telling us, the youth, they are the highest in the population. The youth is over 70% of the population. The youth, they are now the influencers are telling people to go and get their PVC. Go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. This APC government is a wicked government. We have to show them, all the youth, go and get your PVC. Who are you going to use the PVC for? You are going to use it for Atifku. You are going to use it for who? You are going to use it for your choice criminal leaders. What do you want me to do, Maiyegun? That is the dumbest question that people always ask me, by the way. So don't worry. People have asked me that many times. And the reason why I call it the dumbest question is that you know what to do. Shebi na una be the highest in population. Why are you afraid to coordinate yourselves? You did it during the NSAS. Your influencers with 1 million followers, where this all of them verified, influencers verified. All of you confused lots. What do you want us to do? No. Wait for your slave masters to tell you what to do now. Abi? Go and get your PVC. When you get the PVC, who are you going to use it for? You are going to vote for PDP. And now, they are the only people. Of course, now, didn't I explain that? Haven't they conditioned you to think like that? But it was on this same street, too, that I read some of your influencers. So some of them even became powerful influencers because they said, enough. All the young people will take over. We are not going to take this shit anymore. I won't worry. They are now jumping at who is going to award them contract. You should go and see them on social media now. Who is going to outdo? Which one is going to outdo one another? Which one can tell the story of Atifku better? Which one can tell you the story of Saraki better? So that the Saraki you don't know him. They are now influencers telling you the potential of rogues, criminals, looters, bunch of rogues that should be rotting in hell, rotting in jail. Your influencers are going after them. They are now coming on social media asking stupid questions. What do you want us to do? No, go and get your PVC. Ogbo, go and get your PVC. The same way Tinubu said, go and get your PVC.
Managing Director, Politico Foundation.
So you have the number, you have all it takes, you have the social media, but what are you using them for? You are using them to either fight Maiyegun, because Maiyegun is a problem to you. It's you, even you, reasoner. What kind of miserable life will make you defend those who are milking you? And then you turn around and you look at somebody like me, Maiyegun, you look at me, Koro, and you say, I am your enemy. I don't know you. You don't know me. I have never in my life worked for any of your political criminals. I've never been in any of your political nonsense in my life. I have never been one of those who handed or collected salary from your political nonsense. I have never been. I have never been one of those you elected to make decisions for you. I have never been one of those who are your contractor, your government contractors who are to build your road, build your schools, or build anything for you. I've never been one of them. I have never been one of those who sit together and debate your budget. I have never been one of them. I have never been one of those who made law for you over the years, things that affect your lives directly. I've never been one of them. But I am now talking about the rogues that have always been part of that. And you turn around. This Maiyegun is enemy. It's enemy. Is that not mental? Do you know why I always use that and say we worry majority one? Look for who to blame. Yeah, no be worried be that. Young people fighting for their ancestors to lead them. When their ancestors, when the battery die and the ancestors shut down, they will look around and say, you are the enemy. Who is your enemy? Look at what they did to you. You are looking about for your enemy. Enemy of this, enemy of Tinubu, enemy of that, enemy of Bokwari, and the rest of that. But look at your life. Job, you know, get. It's not me. I've never been part of those who make decisions for you. How can I then be a problem? How can I be your problem? Because I'm talking about the Atole Tinubu, I'm talking about the Bewiri and all the rogues that you call leaders. And because what they have done to you, now here you are. You're asking me, what should you do? Give us solution. Which solution? Go and get your PVC now and wait for the order of your rogue leaders. So it's about to get interesting, no? You know, I've told you guys before, I said, there's no difference between APC, and people destroying people, PDP. There's no difference. Not just that. Their followers, there's no difference. They don't have any difference. The only difference is that the Buhari idiots, those ones are the Ajiyaje, suffering and smiling wearies right now. The ones that will be jumping up after 6 years that they have mortgaged and manipulated everything they could manipulate about them. And they are now showing them party rice that they will not even taste. Suffering and smiling. They will die here, those ones. But you see the PDP closet lapdogs. Those ones are already kind of suffocated. Suffocated lapdogs who are waiting for their time when they will start throwing them the bones as well. They are not different. So don't see anybody and say, this person is PDP. And he's acting like a normal person on social media. Now, because, say, their own slave masters have not taken over, don't get carried away. Many way they want less. So I know how to deal with many of them. So they all come back to blame someone else. And the other ridiculous question they always ask is, where were you when PDP was destroying Nigeria? And I'm like, I've always been here. So why are you not talking when PDP was when I was shaye yiti wa bajeto yeni? Shaye yiti bajeto yeni pe e ko dem for dun more e kon fi odun we odun ni. Is that not what you are doing? Say na so una life don't pafuka reach. That you don't even think you deserve a better life in this life that you came, this one, that you deserve soft life, something easy, another. That the hardship that they have unleashed on you you have gotten so used to it that you are beginning to compare what the hardship was 4 years ago, what the hardship was 8 years ago. Some of you are even remembering Abacha. Mental problem. Where were you when I was like, every day you wake up, you can see what they have taken away from you. And you look and say, well, what do you want us to do? No, don't do anything. No. Just make sure you watch Maiyegun so that you can see somewhere you can always release your tension, release your frustration. Because you can look at me and say, I'm your enemy. This Maiyegun is the enemy of Nigeria. Me, enemy of Nigeria. I am not there when they mortgage your life and they decided to start using your destiny to borrow money. I wasn't there. I didn't collect a dime from it. All right. So when your debt jumped from 13 trillion to over 45 trillion now, Abi, when your naira jumped from 190 naira to $1 now to 580 naira to $1. No be me, oh. Now Emefiole and Gango. It's not me, oh. Eh? All the round tripping, say giving dollars to jobless abokis to turn them to bureau de change. And you know the story, Abi, it's not me. Many of you who had no job in 2015, they told you that Adura Etigba, your prayer has been answered because this time that you have voted for APC, you don't worry, you will get too many jobs and all of that. Rather than get job, they turn you to vuvuzela's on social media. They turn you to social media beggars. It's this guys on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. Most of the time, they will be like, please, I'm so sorry that I'm doing this. Please help me with anything to eat this evening. Every time that Maiyegun is live, this person comes on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. They don't watch. Maybe they are watching. And then, they'll post it there. Do you know many Nigerians, many of you who have now been turned into, usually when we were growing up, people who are in this category, they will go outside, they don't get job, they will dress, they will say they are looking for job, right? So you see them on the road, on the streets, they will be trekking, dressed like somebody looking for a job. Now, when they see you on the road, they will beg you and say, please, sir, please help me. I came here for a job interview, and they told me that it's a wrong date, and I don't have any money to go back to where I'm coming from. Please, anything you can help me with, just to go back to Ibadan. You won't know that the guy telling you that he came from Ibadan, the guy is actually living probably 5 streets away from where he met you, right? But today, when Nigeria happened to so many of you, you are watching me right now. I'm not mocking you. I'm just telling you that if you can think, because some of you don't know, you think it's Ishiaye village people. People are after your destiny. That's why your life is miserable. That is why it seems that nothing is working out for you. No, it's not Ishiaye. It's not village people. It's not anybody. Don't go and give any pastor money. Don't go and give any babalawo, mamalawo, or afa. Don't go and give anybody your money. If you get any money, use it and eat and feed yourself and look for opportunity. It is Nigeria. That's what Nigeria does to you. It takes everything away from you, right? Now, that was way back then. Oh. These days, you know what these young people do? Even old people, they will go on social media. They will open about 5 different accounts, fake accounts. They will put pictures there. They will make it look real, right? Then the next thing is that they will just start posting everywhere. Every popular platform, they will post it there. Please help me. Please help me. So by the time they post for a whole day, they may get 5, 6, 7 responses. And if they get just about 5 responses from all the platforms, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, and some of you who are reading it, you go and message it and say, I'm so sorry about your story. Sorry about that. Can you send me your account number? They will send you the account. You give them 10,000. So if 5 people give them 10,000 on all platforms in a single day, you see that guy you are pitying in my comments that is begging you for money. That guy will make 50,000 a day, make 20,000 a day, make 40,000 a day. And I'm saying this to you because I know, okay? So now they do this because it is what Nigeria has turned so many young people into right now. They call it being smart, okay? They call it being smart, all right? You have to be smart. Ben, you have to be smart in this country. So they beg all about, when you see them dropping the comment and dropping, one of you may just be like, this guy that is called commenting, asking for money, let me message him, let me message her. And this is what they do now on social media to survive. Before now on the street, you will see them on the streets. They don't ask for much. Please give me 2,000. Please, 2K. Help me with any 2K. Please, sir, I just want to eat this evening. My family have not eaten any food since 2 days. And you'll be like, how come you can't get small money to come to watch a live video? If your family, how come you have the money to be on social media enough that you haven't sold that phone to go and buy food? Because you see that phone to many young Nigerians now, who are jobless. And Nigeria pretend that they are not there. All of you are pretending that they are not there. That is what Nigeria did to them. That is what Nigeria is doing to you. And guess what? Go and get your PVC, they say, so that you can vote for APC. You can vote for PDP. And then when they tell you that, why don't you ask for a proper constitutional change, something that rearranged the entire country enough that, Yeah, you can manage your own affair, do your own thing in your own small space where your little resources can actually be adequate enough for you that you don't have to become beggar, lose your morality, dignity, and in fact, your self-esteem on social media. This is what they have done to you, not me. So if you like, get your PVC, go and vote for them. And when you vote for them, when your frustration hits you, come on to MaiyegunsDiary, Politico, blame me, and then start wishing something happened to me, because me talking about your rogue criminal leaders is enough for you to remember your mistake. And the only way you can possibly make up for it is blame me. Just blame Maiyegun. As if to say, na me force you, go collect your PVC, go collect 1,000 naira, go collect 500 naira, go collect whatever they are giving to you, sell your soul, sell your everything, the little you have left, if you actually have any, yeah? The little you have left, sold it, and then you are looking for those who you are going to blame for it. So Kalu, the message that Kalu has for all of you, the young people, is that Shebe, you know, Adagba.
The president. The president will go. And then when you are angry, and then you know Adagba. And you know Adagba. And the president. But the Yako do to me, you know.
So if you check the room, you can tell that the room is populated by young people. So don't be me, go stop Tinubu, okay? I know some of you just want to be like mad, all right? I have dealt with your uncles, all right? If some of you don't know, some of your uncles, I've dealt with them. So I can always deal with you as well, okay? So whatever you feel like, look at me very well. This Maiyegun or God will share. Not me. It's not me. The people that will deal with your you know, they are going to deal with themselves. It's normal. But we know what the end result will be, and that is why, since you are not too young to be foolish, it is better we let you enjoy it while it lasts. Oh yeah, let everybody stand with Tinubu.
Managing Director.
Tinubu himself cannot stand.
Managing Director.
Like, hey, that was in Kano last year, but it can work now. They have done the surgery, so there's no point in feeling sorry for him in this regard. Tinubu want to be president, so go for it. And then to you, the Lagos Abobakus, they said I should tell you, Kopu Gari Oti Ready. You get it? You got it? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I am going to open my line. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take a few calls before we call it a night, and then that will be us, okay? But before I do that, don't go anywhere. So if you have been with me all this while, you can take a minute to still like that video, okay? Like it, share it. Balogun Onikeku. Thank you very much for your super sticker there. thank you. So let's take a minute. My friends on YouTube, we are almost 1,700. Yeah. So we only have about 490 of us who are currently dropping their offering. So it's increasing now. The number is increasing. So can you at least take it down to 1,000 of you who have their devices with you? And when I get back, I'll start taking the calls. I want to refill my cup of tea. So when I come back, we will continue. Thank you very much. Where is that? Yes. Hello there.
Hello? Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Finally, I got you today.
Finally, yes.
Okay, my name is Daddy Otilik.
Daddy Odili, is that right?
No, Daddy Otinlik.
Oh, Daddy Otinlink. That's
no, not link. Lick. I think my father's. I'm trying to talk about
Tinubu.
Otilik. Yeah, Otilik. That's my name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my name.
Daddy Olik.
Is that the only?
I get it.
All right.
So how are you, Baba?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I don't have anything to say. I'm just trying to pity these Nigerians because it's like they don't want to open their eyes. Their eyes are still really blind. Like they're really blind. Their eyes are really closed. Okay, I just don't know what to say. Like even over here in Europe, here where I live, I still have some. I have a friend of mine who is an Yoruba guy, and I was talking to him the other day, and he was telling me, Nigeria cannot separate it. We just need to get a good leader. I'm like, okay.
They are waiting for good leader.
I'm just like, what do you mean? You're waiting for a good leader? Anyway, I don't have anything to say. I don't even know because I'm just like frustrated every day when I see things that are going on in that country. But it's very frustrating. The annoying part of it is that the people that you're trying to help are supporting these people. So that's the most frustrating part of it. I just want to appreciate you.
Thank you.
I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate your family for giving you this. Go ahead to do this. Because it's not every one of us that can do what you're doing. I really appreciate you.
Thanks so much.
And I can't even wait to actually come to Scotland and see you. I really want to see you and show you love. So I think when you put the day you were going, I think the day you were going to make your 40th birthday, I think I'll be one of the people that will be invited. And I think I will really show
I am going to be so honored to have people have to fly down to be on my birthday. On my 40th birthday, indeed.
I live
I
live here in Sweden.
God bless you.
I'm telling you, I live here in Sweden. Once you talk about it, I'm gonna fly. Okay? I will be one of those ones that will fly to come and say hello.
God bless you. We are going to
Thank you very much.
hall in Glasgow. One in town.
Of course.
It's going to happen.
Of course.
Thanks, Baba.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. You stay safe.
And continue what you're doing. God bless you too.
Thank you so much.
Too.
And you too. Yeah. Cheers, Baba. Nice one.
And you.
So that is a Baba Olik from Sweden. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Yes, you are, Baba.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I want to tell you, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thanks, man.
And God will continue to bless you and look out for your family and yourself as well.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Maiyegun, I'm in Nigeria. Maiyegun, this thing you're seeing, all these things you're showing real. I'm in Lagos. You see some people, you talk to them. They say, who you go vote? Tinubu now, who you go vote? Almost like defeated, nobody else. Almost like defeated. It's a terrible thing down here. But God will help us, like we always say.
It's like, who should we turn to? How do we get this coordinated? And people you actually look up to, they're also looking up to the people you are trying to run away from. That's the irony of it.
Poverty is the first thing. 5,000, come 5,000. Everybody come here. 5,000 naira is such big money for some people.
It is.
But you can buy that nothing with 5,000 naira. But that poverty mentality, let's go support him. When we go tomorrow, they'll be giving us 20,000 every 3 months. Hey Jesus. Oh my God.
We'll get there. People have said that revolution will spring up. And something will just change.
If I tell you how I learned about you, I used to go to one of my friend's houses. He used to watch only Maiyegun. So we're not talking about Nnamdi Kanu. He was talking about Nnamdi Kanu. I said, leave Nnamdi Kanu, Jari. That's what he said, this Maiyegun that you're loving supports Nnamdi Kanu. I said, are you serious? I now started going to listen to that man's preaching and teachings of what he taught about who we are.
Yes.
We can't just be who the Weibo want us to be. We have to know where we're coming from before we know where we're even going.
That's right.
We're just living life like real animals. Like he said, zoo is organized. Zoo is organized. We're living like real animals. I'll be sending you videos. Don't worry, right?
Thanks.
God bless you. Let me let other people
you
talk.
Too. Thank you so much. You stay safe over there, okay?
No
nice one, eh? So I have another caller as well on the line. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun. Bami.
Baba.
Baba. Oh, I only you come back. Oh, Lord, Professor Masha. Faith Masha.
Oh, yeah. Keep it coming.
I said, yeah. See, Baba, I said, me, sometimes I get tired. Sometimes you wake me up. Now you don't always wake me. Anytime I watch this thing, I just suddenly feel awake. But then, Baba, if I meet some Mumumadu,
the Mumu lecturers.
I say, and you meet them every fucking day. But then, nonetheless, Baba, see, one thing we can't avoid, believe it or not, Tinubu will be that fucking president. We can discuss about it over and over and over.
If they make him their candidates, is 60% close to it, but there's a lot that goes into it. But I'm not going to dispute you on that. But go on, Baba.
See, we will still be here in 2023, and we'll still discuss about it. But sometimes, it feels so awkward that the people back at home are sleeping, and they want to falala. What you all seriously when you say, Baba, before they can wake up, one person wrote it in the comment section like, until hunger touch them. Now they go take wake up.
But that
to be honest,
Baba, that one seems to be like, it's a long thing.
Because politicians have weaponized hunger in Nigeria. They know when to release food sectionally, this side. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, the people we thought are hungry, they are also the people that will be holding cutlass or say, if you don't let these people go again, we'll kill you. And you say, kill us. Now the same people who took food from you all this while. They say, then when they took the food from us, now you can't give us food. Don't be them can't give us food 2 days ago. If you try anything, we'll kill you. Say, okay, hands off. Go with your leader. Oh yeah? Go and do your thing. That's the situation. That's the scenario. So I don't think hunger can change anything, no, Baba. But maybe I'm wrong. Get level of hunger, Sha.
No, I actually also dispute to that. I have a negative thoughts to that. Like hunger, we don't wire them for a while, for a year, for years. We know disrupt them brain. You know, obstruct them in any way. As soon as these politicians come campaign, you see that cup where you bring, where you post right now. I was like, what the fuck? This motherfucker see they do on this kind of bullshit. Sometimes we need exposure. You know, like these people, you know, the cycle Nigerians are not exposed. We're extremely exposed. But the kind of things we're exposed to is, I mean, I know that if you take experience, Baba, I swear, Baba, just keep doing what you gotta do. We're there behind you, but to be honest to you, I mean, we will keep talking about this. But the only solution...
I have told them too, right? I've told them, I said, if they ended up with their Tinubu, we'll be here. Yeah, we'll be here and we'll talk about it and tell them that, okay, now you don't get them, Abi? Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Because it was the same thing in 2015, Baba, nothing is new. Bokwari was falling apart during campaign. It was falling. At some point, they had to fly him to London. But guess what? The people who are now dying under Bokwari, they were telling us then, whether we like it or not, Buhari will be president. If you want to die, go and die. We didn't die, we are still here. Some of them are now
still alive.
That it is because we continue to criticize. That is why Nigeria is not working. See?
Yeah.
So many people that I'm telling to learn now, when they push their Tinubu there, we are going to be here, Baba, and they're still going to blame us.
Nevertheless,
Nigeria. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, nonetheless, like, if you actually think about it, like you talked about it today, all these are social media influencers and all this bullshit. Like, the most of them are not even helping the matter. Instead of them to expose the eyes of ordinary Nigerians who can't read or even read but don't understand, and we already know that our own mainstream media, daily newspapers and all that are not, they will never tell you the truth. Because they are already been bought, they are bribed, they are behind. So, I mean, the situation is getting more worse and worse and worse and worse. We know fear, Baba. I want to give other people chance because I know a lot of Nigerians in the diaspora have a lot of good thoughts and imaginations about us. It's me, Clement from Stuttgart. Have a wonderful evening.
I like that. I actually like the closure. This is me, Clement from Stuttgart. I love that. Thank you. I'll take another call. So here we go. I have another caller on the line. Hello there. Oh, give me a second, ma. Hello, ma. Hello, can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Everybody can hear you too. So, your name?
Oh, thank you. Noma Oluri.
Oluri on the line. Well, everybody can hear you, ma. Go on.
Yes. Thank you for this wonderful program. Every time I will keep saying thanks because you are doing a lot. A lot. Because if you look around, most of the people see one start Latima Soro Lori, why we need to stand on our own, why we need to break up, why we need a new constitution change. We want to that anything. Because just throw them a couple of dollars or pounds. Anyway, Ọlọ́run púpọ̀. Tinubu tí wọ́n ń pariwo Ṣàngódélé ẹjọ́, what is the plan this man has he ever come out and tell us this is what I intend doing or this is what I'm going to do?
He just wants to be president.
That's it. I just want to be president.
Mind you, ma, he promised that he will pay the school fee, the WAEC fee of our children. No, I heard that one as one of the promises so far.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And when this so-called APC, and is that all?
For now.
Is that all? When there is issue of insecurity in the country, there is no plan, there is no attempt to put an end to that. The level of injustice in the country, there is no plan to put an end to that. So the only thing this Shogodele keep going about telling us, Nipe, I want to be president. And on top of it, he went to Oyo. Both greeted youth go and sit down.
Yes.
And the youth accepted that. Isn't that what is juju with that?
Now, Jujuma, in fact, some are saying that it's more than juju. They say that money where Tinubu brought into that palace that day, even person will be saint, it go misbehave that day. So now Jujuma, and now juju, now money juju.
No be juju with that.
Now Jujuma.
He came in there and he caused them. And all they could do to that cause, ni pe otushamisi.
There's no two way to eat, Jare. And Tori Okwe only agree for you, share money. Orito ti daru.
Jesus Christ, have mercy.
I mean,
this so-called, the only way out of that country is just to break it up. And I will keep saying it.
Yes.
Because look at the Senate. All our senators, they are what I call Orisha Kulebo. Look how much they are paying those so-called senators.
30 million.
And those senators, what they incite we cannot afford 30,000 naira per month for ordinary citizens. And you people still thinking that is a place for you to be?
Yes.
Can't they just wake up? People should wake up. Let people just wake up and realize that there is no future any longer in that country. What happened in Russia will still happen.
You see,
whether
thank
they
God
like
you
it
even
or
mentioned
not.
Russia, man. Thank God you mentioned Russia. Despite all these things going on, you know there are some Nigerians in Ukraine who are studying there. Americans were telling their citizens to leave. Those who couldn't leave, they are helping them to get out of the country when the whole crisis escalated. In Nigeria, now prayer people they pray. Hey, may God just intervene. May Ukraine and Russia no fight. To God, please come and intervene. There is no Nigeria who is actually talking about the Nigerians in Ukraine as we speak.
Because nobody care. They don't care about Nigerians. They just don't care. There is no sense of care in their bone. And that is why the Kolu can come out and say, Bobontoba Tigbala,
fight now, 2023 no be joke. We no come here to play.
And we will be here to look and we'll be here to watch. In the sense, 2023 on Abagugu Alaya Talafia. You know about what they Kolu, which I'm 100% sure when you go take it to bank. That was what I was telling somebody today. Kolu, Koronu. Awolowo made an attempt. Abiola was well loved by the whole Nigerians, both Yorubas, Awusas, Igbos. But no love Abiola. When the time, when it was election time, everybody voted for him. Outright. But when it came to the time of them announcing the result, this man was left us. Not one come out saw and to say even the Yorubas do not support him.
That's right.
Yorubas are campaigning against him because who is going to actually know who Tinubu and gang are, and then you are still going to go out there and say, well, you have no choice. You better don't even say anything. Like, just let them do their nonsense than to say you are because we have no choice. It's because of Tinubu. How much they give you? How much they won't give you?
No, be juju be that.
No, juju man.
And take it to bank. Sooner or later, another party ma to jazzy.
Kwakwanso ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ma wọ́n ti fún lórúkọ wọ́n pè ní political movement something political movement.
And that is the party some so with that they will give this so-called slide.
They said they want to help him spend his money.
They will help him. Ṣèbó fẹ́ jáde sí ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ máa spend owó yẹn owó tó yẹ kó fi tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn kò fi tọ́jú wọn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó ná owó yẹn sí ìta ọmọ àlè ló máa fẹ́ ṣu tó máa kọ̀dí sílé tó máa wá sọ yí pé ìta lòun máa túnṣe. Ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni Yorùbá sọ yí pé kàkàkà táwọ́ lọ́wọ́ gbọ́ sọ wọ́n ní kàkàkà dọ̀bálẹ̀ fàwùsá kákúkú rọ́jú ká gbẹ̀mí mi.
Kákú rọ́jú kú.
Nígbà tí wọ́n lọ pọ̀ ọmọ bàbá Fátiròtì kí ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó ní where is the cows?
Where are the cows? It's the same guy.
Nígbà tí òyà ń jẹ wọ́n nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bàbá yìí ò sọ yí pé òun fẹ́ ṣe just ordinary one thing láti fi support Yorùbá.
No.
This man ó lé ní mí láàrin Yorùbá kò gbà tiẹ̀ àwọn tó ń kégbe kí ló ti pè wọ́n jẹ́ ní mo máa ń sọ fún wọn màá ní political jobbers ni wọ́n.
They are political jobbers.
Àwọn ni social media bandits. Àwọn ni social media
Facebook adsmen.
Àwọn ni social media gbogbo ẹ̀.
Àwọn ni fufusela àwọn.
Ohun tí wọ́n máa jẹ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń jẹ lẹ́nu òun ló ń jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa ṣe gbogbo wèrè tí wọ́n ń ṣe lórí social media káàkiri. Ohun tó dẹ̀ ń tọ́ lọ́dún eégún ọmọ aláàgbà máa tó bọ́ta lọ ràkàrà. Wàkánṣó wàkóńsó name it. When tọ́ba form group wọn yẹn because they honestly what the Fulani have done. They don't want anybody to undo it.
Because you see, anybody that is coming after Buhari or Buhari and an APC, if they mean that they want to help and try and heal Nigeria, they will need to probe all the atrocities they committed. And there's no way they will probe them that Malamu and gang will end up in jail. There's no way. And they won't let that happen. Somebody needs to cover that.
They won't.
So they won't let the power just slip away. They will be so stupid to do that.
It. And that is where Kolu needs to wake up and support his people and let us demand for what is right. You see that they restructure the country, change the constitution, and we break up.
Let everybody move their different ways. Of course, peacefully. Nobody is asking for war. But look at them. They are already they are stockpiling weapons for their election, which is war. They call it election war. That's a story for another day, man. Olori. Thank you so much.
Let me take this call. God bless you.
You too. So I have another caller. I'm going to be leaving soon. But, this is our phone. Okay, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, please. My caller, you are live.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Maiyegun. My name is Kuna Farai. I'm calling from Amsterdam.
You see, that's Kunle Afo. This is a citizen of the world.
Yes,
I'm glad he managed to share that with us today, right? Afo can be anywhere in the world, and I'm always so one of the luckiest one who knows that. And all of you on MaiyegunsDiary as well. So
always happy to be on your program, brother.
It's a pleasure. Okay, Baba. Now everybody can hear you, please.
Baba, I'll be very brief. While today Nigeria, one GJ is coming, one Jonathan is coming. Where is he coming again? What is going on? Baba, what is trending now is where is Tinubu supported Buhari to get Jonathan out of the place. Now Jonathan is coming back to take over from Buhari. Are we not mad in that country? I saw a video of 1974 fuel scarcity in Lagos. Aside from the beautiful ambience of Lagos, whereby there were flowers and trees on the road, everything was as it is today. 1974. You know, one Jaffe, one round, one make any gas station. The same thing. Nothing has changed. Check out the outlook. You know, people are blaming Nigerians that are back home. You can't blame them. They've been subjugated. They've weaponized hunger and poverty. Look at all those people. Your mandate to shall stand before Tinubu. None of them can afford a trip to London as tourists. Talk less of having a doctor in London. But every one of them is all about Tinubu. Below Tinubu. I want to tell you, lost the private school. Well, they didn't be Tinubu. But yes, they are all done for. They are all done for. Like Mr. Macaroni said, spaghetti, beans, and rice is okay. She be Tinubu in the cup. You don't have a cup follow me. I don't have to follow Jenny. I'm not follow Gary now.
50 million youths. What are they going to eat? Cassava, agbado, corn. They are all grown here. It's a discase of demand and supply. Okay. Wọ́n jẹ àgbàdo táyà. Jẹ́ tó bá tẹ̀ àgbàdo jẹ.
Wàhálà sì dé tábà ní kó vote fún Sowore. Ẹ lọ wo Facebook Sowore. Kìkì búrú látàrọ̀ dálẹ̀. Tábà ní kó vote kó support Sunday Igboho èébú ni. Kó support Nnamdi Kanu èébú ni. So what is the way forward, Baba? I leave it here. Maiyegun, may God be with us.
Amen. You know, one thing is this. You know, I've told my friend, I said, there's little we can do other than to be grateful that we have every day we are managing to get 1, 2, 3 people who agree with us and they live their old ways and say, well, I've been so blind for believing these guys for this long. So apart from that, we just have to wait it out. So, you know, what they call self-destruct button is what Nigeria pressed under Buhari. Yeah?
Yes.
So what do? We wait it out.
I believe.
That's what we're going to do. But we keep saving those who are going to listen to us and say, man, I never thought about it this way, Sha. Man, I should have. I mean, look at it today. Somebody was commenting on MaiyegunSDiary Politico and he said, 2 years ago, I still believed that Nigeria could work. But, 3 years ago. But when I saw what happened during NSAS, I don't need anybody to tell me that Nigeria is done for. Do you get that now? So everybody will meet their own kind of reality at a different time, where they will realize that, this is finished. So maybe when we now have a large number of people who have come to that reality, the job is half done. Kunle, we are going to wait it out.
We are all here. We are all watching. We are all open. We are all looking for better days. We are hoping that something happened.
Bless you.
You know? Thank you, Baba. Bless you, bro.
Thank you so much, Afu Baba. Thank you so much. And you enjoy Amsterdam for now, okay? And I hope that if I speak to you again next time, it won't be New York or Dubai. Whichever way you find yourself, wherever the universe, wherever the wind blows you, okay? Just stay safe. Have a good one, Baba. So I'm going to take my last call. This is going to be it, but I'm so sorry if I didn't take yours. But hello.
Good day, Maiyegun General.
Good day, sir.
This is Rodney from London.
Oh, that's my brother back, Rodney.
My brother, you dey fire from all cylinder today. You don't.
I can't help it now. I can't help it. After giving the what is fat and fat out, I also need to make all these Lagos Sabobakus shake a little bit. They don't like me. See, Rodney, I'm one of those who don't lie to myself, right? When I know my friend, I know my friends. I know those who don't like me. But that they don't like me doesn't make them my enemy. They call me enemy, but I don't see them as enemies, right? So every time I want to rile them up, shake them, that's when I do what I do like this, yeah? I know how they feel when they listen to me. They won't leave. They don't like me, but they can't leave. So I have to, you know.
What? My brother, I want cries as I hear you they talk. Hey, because we've all been through this thing. All of us that are in diaspora, we've seen real government. We've seen real society. We've seen where people actually care for the word leaders. You see, not be say corruption, no day abroad, but they still remember say them be leader. You know, all these ones, then just the bondage supervisors way when you go carry them over over black people, made them destroy them. But anyway, make a comment on these things where you don't release bomb these days. You know, this is their election that they are all running around. It's painful now that truly we are seeing all these campaigns going on and people are talking about their election and all that. However, I still have hope in the indigenous people of that country, all those individual nations. You know, I sent you a link today. I know you received many messages, so you might not even see.
Okay.
Yes. So I sent you a link where the Edo women they rose up and went to their one DPO in their area. These are very, I think they call them people. They are very, very popular people in Benin City. Very popular community. And the women rose up. They went to the DPO and said, look, we want to know what's happening. You know what DPO told them? DPO said, anytime we mention Fulani, your leaders, your elders tell us our hand no deal. Our hand no deal. The guy repeated. He said, told him anything where be Fulani, our hand no day. You know, and I'm saying these are the real people these are the real indigenous peoples. And when Edo people rise up and they tell you they want to fight, you know, every time you say that we need to talk to the people, the local people. Every time I'm thinking, how are we going to be able to achieve that? How many years will that take? But actually, it is the truth. It is those local people, when they are able to rise up, the people that are saying on your mandate we shall stand. You know, if these people can recognize that this is now our problem, and this is what these Edo people they realize now. One of the people even said, "Look, we will go. Let's go and investigate. Know who the person is, the elder is that are taking money." And we are going to burn down his house.
No deal. They're not no deal. If you want to mention, you can tell us anything, but when it concerns Fulani, our hand no deal.
When you mention Fulani, remove our hand. When you mention Fulani, our hand no deal. You know, these people say they are ready to burn down the house. And you know, Benin people, maybe they don't know them very well. You know, all these things that people have been suggesting that, make we fair take our politicians, make we fair sacrifice them first, so that everybody go know say we serious. Now, Benin people go down first, so then go sacrifice those their elders to their idols and tell them say you don't kill us throw away like this, you know. And imagine the man also said another thing. One man there also said another thing. He said, look, we don't want we can't make government our matter come to government matter. Make government no come. Basically, what he's saying, I can't remember his pidgin English word for word. But what he's basically saying, yes, what he was basically saying is, we don't want the government to come and start killing us. So we want to investigate very well. You know, it's all these ones that we are keeping quiet now. We just don't want our matter to become government trouble. However, if this thing does not settle very quickly, we will do our own. And imagine a people that are so afraid of their government, terrorist government, that they are like, I better go, make we not go talk too much. So now let us beg. And if the government does not respond, then, you know, we can say, okay, kill us. The man who said it, he said, look, people don't they die before, you know. So if not kill us, may they kill us. But may we fair investigate. So my brother, I am so grateful to God. I'm grateful to God for people like you who have come out. I don't lie you, Maiyegun. One day, by God's grace, another fire they burn here. I don't lie you. You know, I'm so grateful to God for you. When I saw your videos, you know, your videos of those days, I'm like, oh my God. So there's still one person who is still rising up at this time. And those days, you just look like a voice in the wilderness. Only you, just they waka your own, they go for your kitchen.
They say I demand. They say I no get job. They say many things. That's why what people say to me these days don't really get to me. They don't. People said a lot. But today, the same people who stood by me then are saying, we are so proud of you. We watch you changed to what you are today. And I'm so proud of myself.
You, my brother. Maiyegun, may I not lie you.
Tell me.
after Nnamdi Kanu, now you be the next terror and dread of these people. And I know say it look like say the thing they far removed. And ordinary me that my gonna lie, oh, that lie. Now only you right now they make that impact where people like Nnamdi Kanu and Igbo make. You know, it go on.
I hope I get more. You see, one thing that we have also done, which sometimes we can somehow underplay it, is that I have managed to get people to support
Hallelujah,
without having to say, "Oh, I'm a Yoruba, I'm an Igbo man." This is Yoruba business. I'm a Yoruba man. That's Igbo people's business. You get what I mean now? So I can say there's a lot we can still do. When they talk about influencing, this is what we are talking about. Make an impact that everyone can get involved in. So yeah,
that's right.
Rodney, I am going to be more positive about everything as we are doing. Like you said, we should continue, and I hope we have more of people who come out and do this as well.
Look, because I come from both sides. I'll be Biafra and Oduduwa.
You are now. I know, Rodney. That's why I'm saying that you are comfortable talking to me now. You know that because this is a platform where you feel like you don't have to think twice before you pick up your phone to make the call. You know, Maiyegun is a Yoruba man.
One spirit.
You get what I mean now? But you still pick up that phone and say, "I want to talk to him." And when you call me, you still feel comfortable. It's because of what we have done over the years. So yeah.
Tonio.
Bless you.
Tonio.
Thank you, Tonio.
My papa come from Biafra. My mama come from Oduduwa. So
bless
how you want?
So you actually the Bihar Odu or Odu Bihar, whichever one you want to call them. Now, wherever you see what I'm talking about. There's a lot that connects all of us than what divides us. Only for us to, we just need to find it and find that common ground and share. I mean, use it to our advantage. God bless you.
Talk. I don't know. I just want to pray you say you fire from all cylinder today and it makes sense.
I know get God bless Rodney. Thank you so much.
Fire, burn the house.
We will continue. That's the thing that they talk, but yeah, they no feel stop listening. If they make that they react. You see, I'm waiting for when I'm going to get to the point whereby imagine in another 1 month or two, and suddenly they say they have released Oloye Sunday Igboho. It's now story for another day, Rodney. No worry. You and I and the rest of us, we see the district. We'll see how it plays out. Okay. Thank you, Rodney. Yeah. So this is where I'm going to round it up because of my time. I know so many people wants to call. In fact, I want to talk to all of you as much as I can. And people keep saying that Maiyegun, you need to have a longer broadcasting time. I wish I do. I don't have time. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry, Rodney, you're still there. Sorry. So yeah. But however, I will always manage the time I have, share that with you, and pressure. I mean, we will kind of appreciate every time we spend together. But before I go, let me give you the quick update on our fundraiser. I'm not going to be able to spend much time on it tonight. However, I will give you this update. Okay. So if you check your screen, I've received more donation. But we will do the entire recap tomorrow, okay? But for those who are currently watching, let's just use that. If I click the link in the comment section and open it, you'll probably see where we are on our fundraiser. But I can easily tell you that we have now raised over 23,800 pounds. So which means we are close to 24,000 pounds. And that means we are so close to the 50% of our targets. But on Give, Send, Go, okay? I got some money from, I got some money on PayPal as well. So, which means we have added the extra on PayPal. But I've not got the time to share all of that with you tonight, okay? So I'll link this, which is that of what I have on my screen. Normally, we will spend time and say, let's raise some money. Let's add to it, okay? But you don't have to do it with me on the phone. I'll send the link again into the comment section. Use it if you want to, okay? Share it if you don't have to. I mean, if you have already made the donation already, okay? You don't have to again if you don't want to. But that's the link. When I come tomorrow, I will see where we are and we can take it up from there, okay? My time is up, like I said. share the broadcast. My friends on YouTube, oh man, we are still here to get some of you to show that you are part of this broadcast. Like the video before you go, okay? Like it. And then, sorry, where's my, what happened? Oh, no. Okay. Anyway, so thank you very much for your time. I'm going to see you some other time to every one of you. So we have nearly 21,000 on the screen right now. 20,690 pounds. That's what we have on this screen, which means we have gotten to 41% of our donation on that platform. And we need to hit that 50,000 on that platform before we begin to talk about extending it or expanding it. We are still going to raise 100,000 pounds as long as it takes us, okay? But for now, I think we are on a safer space, so to say. But let's keep it going. The link is in your comments if you are still watching this live. If you're not watching it live, don't worry yourself, okay? When I come on next time, yeah, I will share the proper update with you. So thank you so much to all of you. I'm going to see you some other time. Like I said, like, share the video, subscribe on my YouTube channel if you haven't. And when I come next time, we will continue from where we are stopping. Thank you. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáà ti ṣe yìí.